Yes, now, hello everybody. Welcome to our 11th symposium of architecture 3000, 4000, 5000, and education of the future with very special guest today. Yes, we are with Briony Vanden Bussche, and she's now in Tobago, Trinidad, and before she was in Belgium and other countries. Welcome, Briony. And with architect Anile RamJanam, correct?
RamJanam, yes.
RamJanam, who is a Fantry master, architect, coach of architects, expert in healthy building, connected to earth, well-being, and many much more. So should we start with the lady, with Briony? Do you want to tell something about you and your views of architecture? And I know you have a project with beautiful cities. It's
Yeah, so
all for
that's
you. Welcome, Briony.
thank you. So I was very, like Briony, I was very much involved into the future of education, innovation and education, of course, in Europe, in Belgium. I had my own school, was 5 years director, and also trained entrepreneurs. And I really felt like, oh, we need something new for society, and we need a new community, a new way of living together, co-creating together, thriving together, and it should not be the way like just going to work, sitting there 9 hours, going back, picking children up from school. You know, this way of just rat race way of living. And I feel that we could do so much more as humanity. We could really make it a playful way, just enjoying each other's mm, community, co-creating, and really co-creating a new future. So I also visited Finland some years ago
Uh-huh.
for an Erasmus project. And what I noticed there was that because they did not really had an identity as a society, because they were conquered by many other neighboring countries, they had to reinvent themselves, just like we have to do now with the whole world. We have to reinvent ourselves.
So,
The old structures are dying, so that's new dreams have to be rebuilt. So what I noticed was in Finland that they had these educational philosophies who created, actually was a basis for a new society. So he created a new educational philosophy where you, from very young age, you start with crafts work, you start with design work, also for clothing. Now they have the best designers there, the best people in furniture, and at the same time they created a very playful way of educating children in a very in a very like reduced way, what we are known uh, from from our school system. That's often very long, and you have to yeah, stay a lot of hours on school banks. And so what they created from this educational philosophy, communities and cities, actually everything is built around this educational philosophy. And that's also why they have this thriving society on that level. Of course, they have also their challenges, because what I feel what is missing there is the knowledge of intuition and spirituality. So they're still seeking, they still don't know yet why they're actually living. And that comes when you come with this extra step of intuition, and then you feel why you're living, and the fulfillment of life comes from that extra layer. So we have to build this in our new societies. I think it's a beautiful example how you can start from a new educational philosophy based on play, based on co-creation, based on building a new society. So I see education as a festival of joy, where children can
education as a
enter,
festival. It's so beautiful.
yeah, where children can just enter like this beautiful environment, magical environment online, at the same time as a beautiful environment offline, within nature, where they can apply all the techniques they learned, but they can learn on their own rhythm. Everything is accessible, and the old way of step by step leading children through a fixed process is really not the structure for the future and will not work at any in any way. And if you then from there, this how would you say, this community of entrepreneurs can build who have ideas. And entrepreneurs, you can be an entrepreneur in every aspect of life. It's not only the entrepreneurs we know who have a huge business. It's every person in his life is an entrepreneur because he has dreams and wants to co-create it. So, yeah, I have very specific visions how this could look like for the future, and it's unfolding every day because, yeah, because the old structures are dying. It's time for me.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Yeah,
And
great.
you go on with a festival with architect Anile. Do you want to present yourself first and then know about your beautiful views on architecture and the well-being of the human being?
Thank
And
you, Noemi. Hello, everybody. My name is Anile RamJanam, born in South America, Suriname, from Indian grandparents and raised in the Netherlands in Europe. So this magic triangle I see always as the basis of what I do now in life. So I'm an architect, specialized in the knowledge of Feng Shui. That is the Chimek Feng Shui is uh, a high-end school of Feng Shui. And what we do is we focus on building healthy, well-being buildings where people can really have a healthy life. So what we do now is we are lectured in a way on architectural school to build technical buildings, very rational buildings. But there is no connection with Mother Nature. There's no connection with our humanity. So the human factor is gone. The human factor is gone in our society. The human factor is gone in our food. The human factor is gone in our lifestyle. The human factor is gone in our buildings. And COVID is reminding us now that we have to go back and reconnect with our nature. The best vaccine is your immune system. If your immune system functions properly, high end, it can cure every illness. But in order to do so, you have to live a healthy life, have a healthy lifestyle, eat healthy food, and live in healthy buildings. To live in healthy cities, to live in healthy communities. So one way of doing this, and that's my contribution to this, is to help architects, to help clients, and to coach architects in how they can design really people-friendly buildings, buildings that bring you back in your natural condition. And in order to do so, we look at the architecture, we look at the feng shui, we look at the building biology. What does electromagnetical radiation does to you? What does polluted air to you? What does chemicals do in buildings? And working with the energy of Mother Earth. We forgot this knowledge, but in the past time, the ancient Greeks, the ancient Egypts, the Indians, the Chinese, but also the Incas and the Aztecs, they used the knowledge of Mother Earth to build their buildings. Where not to build and where do you want to build. So this knowledge is gone. And the Chimek Feng Shui is bringing this all in one. And I am very proud and honored to say this. I am one of the senior masters in the Chimek group. That is, by the way, I want to mention his name, Dr. Jess Lim, who is the founder of this organization and a Chimek Grandmaster. And what I see now is when you design building in such a way, or you coach other architects how they can design healthy well-being buildings, people really make a connection to these environments because your whole antenna system that is very profound connects with this building. And then you see people get a smile on their face. They use less coffee in the building. They don't smoke so much anymore. They don't need a Red Bull at the end of the day to have more energy. And what we always say that when you have worked or lived in a vitality building, at the end of the day, you go home with more energy than you came. So,
Wow.
and this,
I'm so impressed. This is it.
yeah.
That,
So this is the future. This is what we have to do, and it's not difficult. It's using our intuition more. What ladies do when they are carrying their child, huh? They intuitively communicate with the children. A mother knows exactly when a child has pain, is hungry, or is in fear. They don't talk, they communicate in a different way. This kind of communication we lost. Tribal people, they know it. They know when a tsunami is coming, they must go to higher places. In nature, the birds know when the winter is coming, they start flying to warm areas. We humans have this ability, but we lost it. And with the new techniques coming up, but also embracing old techniques, we can reconnect to this natural energy, and you can create a healthy environment, healthy buildings, live a healthy lifestyle, so people are more healthy and live a long life in good health. So that's what I do. It's a blessing to do this. It's my passion. It's not working at all, and I like to contribute this to the world and to share this with as much as people as possible.
wow. This is beautiful. I'm so impressed. Yes, we are tuned, the three of us, totally. Look, everybody, I promise and promise people looking at the symposium, we will do an interview with Briony so you can tell us about those beautiful cities of the future. And definitely as well, an interview with architect Anile. And I'm sure you can show us all your project work. And maybe we can close with a short message for the parents and the teachers and the architects who are watching us. What about Briony first? What would you recommend our viewers right now?
I would just recommend use your imagination, and because everything in the quantum field is already finished. So like creation is already finished. So this means that the potentials in all potentials are there. And if you just go towards your imagination and just imagine how it will feel when you walk in these cities, in this environment, in this building, which is totally in line and attuned with you, giving you energy. And the more people imagine that it's already done, the more it creates the reality into life. So I think that is what we can do now. If you are an architect or not an architect, you can imagine, and everybody can imagine. So just imagine what you would love to feel and what you would love to experience every night before you go to sleep. And yeah, this is a tremendous help for the world worldwide.
Thank you. It reminds me also of a song. Imagine all the world.
Yes.
Yes, yes, definitely. What about the architect Daniel?
Yes, my message to the viewers would be listen and look at your children. They are the best teachers now. They are still pure, they are still connected to their inner intuitive energy, and they are not spoiled by school and education systems, what is going on in the world. Furthermore, try to look at your food, what you eat. Eat less processed food, but eat as natural as possible and eat plant-based. Furthermore, when you have your home, make it airy, ventilate as much as possible, because we forget how it is to live in a healthy air environment. We live in air-conditioned buildings. Open your windows, sleep with natural ventilation, don't sleep with air conditioning. And so these three things, look at your children. My best teacher is my daughter. So eat healthy food and live in a healthy home. Start with ventilating with natural energy.
So I hope everybody wrote down. We always have in the symposium, we are always a huge exercise books with all the notes. And furthermore to do it, not only write down.
Very
Thank you so much. We see you with the next interviews. You take care. Have a very good day. And
Thank you,
see you soon.
Naomi. Thank you,
Thank
Briony,
you.
and have a beautiful
Bye-bye.
Sunday. Thank you. Namaste.